Today we're going up to the Ettenheim Wind Park, and that's where there's some wind turbines which provide 20% of the electricity for the village. But first of all, I've got to give out some energy. I've got to ride up a 400-foot hill through the forest to get to the wind turbines. So we'll see you up there. So here we are, standing at the wind park in Ettenheim. Not very windy today, but as you can see, one of the windmills is turning. Naturally, this one behind me just stopped turning as I got here, but it'll do to suffice. So these 3 windmills behind me, they cost €3.5 million to build, and they're producing €320,000 worth of electricity every year, and they've been standing there since 2000. So that means they've just paid for themselves after 10 years, and now they're making money. There's lots of people really hate wind power for some reason, and if you're going to put on a little turbine on your roof in London or something, then it is a waste of time. But if you're getting some big stuff going like this, then it's got to be a win, hasn't it, really? Because every single year each one's producing electricity, and like today it's calm and sunny, but and they're not making much money. But then all the solar panels are coming into play today. They're making all the money. So that's the thing with renewable energy. You can't just rely on one. You've got to have different sorts. These windmills, they weren't done by the state or anything. It was a private action. They got a thing together with share action, and everyone in the local villages were offered shares for €2,000 each, and they sold out pretty quick. I even bought one myself. So €2,000 worth of, or was it 2,000 marks? I can't remember. So I own personally a couple of nuts and bolts on that thing. Let's just hope it starts working and we get some dividends. But it's still a good thing because it's making electricity, and every time that rotor goes round, it's saving a few drops of oil. As you can see now, that thing behind me is turning round, and that's looking for the best wind direction. But it's almost dead calm today, so I don't think it's going to be getting too much wind. Or maybe it'll start turning for us if we're lucky. When I got here, you won't believe this, but when I got here, the thing was turning quite fast. But naturally, when I get here to make a video, it stops turning, doesn't it? Oh, we see it's turning round again a little bit. Maybe it's looking for the optimal place. So that means the wind must be coming from the south. Strange thing is, lots of people really hate wind turbines with a passion. Often Daily Mail readers who've got shares in petroleum companies. But I can't understand that passion, that hate passion people have for. They just like to slag windmills down and say they're a waste of money. You see that one there behind me that's not turning? That's because the people in the village down there, the noise of the vanes going round annoys them on the weekend, so they have to turn it off on the weekends. But I grew up in north of England, and there's the biggest coal-powered fire station there, Drax Power Station. We've got great big cooling towers. A few years ago there was mines and dirt everywhere. So it's okay for like some people to have all the dirt, the ones who are producing the energy. But then as soon as somebody who's living out in a nice bit of the country and people want planning permission to put up a wind turbine, and they all start saying, no, you're going to spoil the environment. Well, I'm saying you don't spoil the environment. What's spoiling the environment is great big nuclear power stations everywhere and great big coal-fired power stations. Okay, if you live in Tunbridge Wells, or if you live up in the Lake District or somewhere that's beautiful, well, if you want to play with your computer, if you want to watch TV, if you want to use energy, you've got to pay the price, just like people up in the north did, where everything was polluted and dirty for years and years. I just can't see that mindset. And I don't think these things look ugly. I think they look great, especially when the vanes are turning. They look really nice. Just can't understand the vitriol of some people against them. Laugh, poo-pooing. They just got negative views and they don't have any idea of anything positive in their minds. The living dead. Here we can see a nice contrast between the old and the new. This is a little chapel in the middle of the forest, and behind all the high-tech windmills. Nice contrast, I thought. So you can have your traditional and your high-tech together without it looking horrible, without it looking like a monstrosity. So I hope you all enjoyed the little investigation into energy. Time to go home now, and one good thing is, it's downhill all the way home. Have a great day.